everybody. Okay, so we had our egg retrieval on Saturday, and they were only able to retrieve 4 eggs. My husband was able to provide his sample, and they told us that they would call us the next morning to let us know how many fertilized. Well, they did call us the next morning, and they told me that none of them fertilized. And I was like, oh boy, so what does that mean, And they said that they could still inject the sperm into the egg with our permission. Okay, so I said, yeah, go ahead. And so they ended up calling me back, and then I found out that all 4 eggs fertilized the very next morning. So, yay! I didn't know what to expect. I didn't know if that was possible. I was really surprised that they told me that all 4 of them were fertilized. So, they told me that they wanted me to come in the following morning, which is today. So today is Tuesday, and I am on my way to Cincinnati, Ohio to get my embryos transferred. My plan is to have 2 of them transferred, and I guess we'll see from there if anything takes. That's the part I'm nervous about, because although my husband's sperm, they told us he only had 3% that were normal, I was still rather nervous with the thought that there might be some implantation issues or genetic issues at this point because of our age. Really don't know what to expect. What I do know is that his sperm was just too weak to penetrate the eggs. So I'm banking on that being the only issue that we've been having this entire time. Even using the donor sperm, it's been washed, it's been frozen, and they rewash it before our IUIs that we've had. So we're dealing with sperm that's not as healthy or strong as it would have been if it were fresh. So I have my fingers crossed. I'm really nervous. Having to make this trip by myself because my husband's working. So of course, naturally, I'm nervous driving all this way by myself and having to drive back. The nurses assured me, there's nothing to worry about. But from what I have watched on other videos from other women, their husbands take them and then they take them back home, and women are able to lay back and relax, and it's just not something that, driving's not something I want to be doing. So hopefully it doesn't interfere with implantation. Technically, today is day 2 of the embryos developing, and that is one of the things that has me nervous because I've not heard of embryos being transferred on day 2. Originally they told me day 3 or day 5, so that caught me completely off guard. That I did do a little research, and I did see that some clinics do embryo transfers on day 2. The reason being is because it gives them a better environment, rather being in the solution that they have them in. It's not natural, and if they put them in my uterus, they have a better chance of thriving and then implanting. And I'm like, how does it not just work its way back out? Because embryos typically do not hatch out and attach to the uterine lining until day 5. So that's the only reason I'm worried. If for some reason the cycle doesn't work and the embryos that we do freeze, I'm going to have them do it on day 5 of what would be their lifespan on day 5. So that way they will at least be in the process of hatching. And we can actually grade them, because I don't even know, can they grade them on day 2? That's what's got me confused. Like, is that even possible? Yeah, I've heard some rumors that, and I don't know if this is true, so I said rumors, that the male embryos will actually develop faster than female embryos. If you guys know if that's true at all, just comment down below and let me know. I would be very interested in knowing. I am hoping for a boy, just because we have more girls than we do boys, and I kind of want to help balance that out a little bit. But we'll see. I guess I will keep you guys posted. I will update you as soon as I come out of the clinic and let you know how it went and any new information that I might find out. Talk to you soon. Hi guys, so the procedure went really well. We had 2 embryos and they both looked great. We had both of them put in, and I was told that I might have some standard spotting, which I did have very, very small amount, like, you know, most people wouldn't even notice. I was warned that I might have some of this pink solution that they use to put the embryos in with that would come out throughout the day. The only time I noticed it is when I first sat up in bed, and then it gushed out. And then I did talk to the nurse about it, because I was like, that's the only thing that would like concern me. Is it possible that the embryos could come flushed out with it? And she said no, because there's like a sticky lining inside the uterus that helps them stick to it. I did get this really neat little, it's like the petri dish that they put the embryos in to grow. They let me keep that, so that was really cool. And I should be hearing from them in a couple of days to find out about the rest of my embryos. I will include some of the recording from my visit in the office. That way you guys can experience it a little bit yourselves. It was all in all, it was a pretty neat experience. So I'm hoping to find out in, I'd say 4 or 5 days if the embryos implant. Then I will let you guys know.
These are yours to hang on to for good luck. Okay, we've got these 2 set up for you. And they're both 4 cells today, which for how many hours after fertilization they are is just right.
That's awesome. So these are the fastest, best looking ones.
Exactly.
All right.
Now there's 2 more behind that are a little slower, but did fertilize and have started to divide.
Okay.
And we'll continue to watch those for another 3 days or so.
Okay.
If one of those makes it out to blast, which is that very advanced embryo stage, 5 or 6 days after fertilization, we can freeze it for you at that point.
Okay.
A little bit of a long shot, but we'll give them every opportunity possible, and we'll let you know after about 3 or 4 more days.
All right, well, that sounds
Okay,
good.
well, we'll go back with these 2 for you today.
Okay.
Nice. And these I got another 6 inches, sorry.
Okay.
One more big scoop down. There we go. Good. Just a little try. You're okay.
All right.
Good. You are doing great. And you got the ladder a little bit full?
Yes.
All right. And nice and relaxed.
Are we
if
gonna-
you can help.
is there gonna
it.
be
I know
any-
it's not easy.
Yeah,
Not yet. There will be
in a little bit
be a
when
few
we get
more
the
minutes
tray.
there.
Okay.
Yeah.
We have to have the ultrasound pros.
A little bit of this pink solution, okay?
Okay.
And it's a little antiseptic, it looks like that.
Okay.
And the way you're tilted, some of that pink stuff can gather in the back.
Okay.
So later on, when we take the speculum out or you stand up and get a little bit of watery pink stuff, don't worry, okay?
Okay.
Just our little cleansing stuff. And just a little Q-tip for cleaning out the inner canal. Good. And sometimes just from the, washing the outer part of the cervix, you can get just a little bit of spotting, okay?
Yeah, and my cervix does typically bleed pretty easy
Yep,
anyway.
it is shy. Just barely touch it with that cotton ball, and it is bleeding just a little bit. So
Yeah.
don't worry, it's just the outer cervix. It's not the uterus at all.
Yeah,
okay?
I know. I have cervical erosion, so it happens frequently.
All right. Good. And here's the pressure on your tummy there.
Okay.
Good. That looks very nice for us. Got a beautiful looking lining. Here's
Awesome.
the uterus. This part's the lining, so our little tube's going to go right in there. Okay.
Perfect.
It takes just a minute or two to load the embryos up, and then once we get them back, it takes a minute or two. We check the catheter to make sure that they both got out.
Okay,
Sometimes
perfect.
little sticky guys hang out at the end there. and make sure they're
All right.
clear.
Yeah, we like the ones that are sticky, don't we?
Absolutely.
Stick to the lining.
Absolutely.
Good. All right. Beautiful. I see that coming right into place there.
Yeah, I could see that.
Right where we want to be. I want you to think some very good, very positive thoughts, okay?
Yes.
Here we go for you. Boom, look at that. That is beautiful. Does it seem to go right in?
Yeah.
That is absolutely perfect.
Awesome.
And we are just going to check, make sure that they got clear, okay?
All right. Yeah, it definitely looks like there's one in there for sure.
So they go in together. Yeah,
All
they're
right.
microscopic. So. All right.
I was always told that you can kind of see the little air pocket from it.
That's exactly what you're seeing, that little white dot there.
All right. That is so awesome.
Thank you.
All right.
Perfect
Yay.
transfer. Little pressure on the way out there, Susan.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, thank you.
You are very welcome.
And I'll be back.
Well, hopefully, guys, I'm pregnant. Yeah. You guys have fun? You guys like the walking trail?
We ran into that one woman with the dogs.
She has some big dogs, doesn't she?
They were really pretty.
They're almost as tall as Kiana.
I'm exhausted. I
Alright, guys.
the dogs.
You guys ready to go home?
No.
No.
Can we stay a little longer? That trail was a little bit more interesting.